It says Lance and Rob here, right down there, right over there. It says Lance and Rob, but Rob's not here right now. He's over at the VA hospital getting some things done. Rob's Navy. I'm former Navy myself, but we run the National Veterans Resource Network, and we're home to Troops to Truckers. And Troops to Truckers is a transitional program for vets like yourself who are seeking to earn a better income than what you are now. Now, you could be a reservist who wants to just drive a truck part-time or full-time as a reservist and then do your weekend warrior stuff. Or you may want to drive a truck, full-time as a career. And whatever the case may be, this is the time to go ahead and jump into trucking. 30 days training, only 30 days training, and you can be off to a career that starts at $35,000 to $45,000 a year. There's a major shortage of drivers. So what I'm going to do is here I'm going to show you a few clips. Normally, like I said, Rob would be here and would be chatting about them. But I'm going to show you two interviews that were done with truck drivers at one of our outreach events. And it's going to give you a little bit of an idea of how they feel about being drivers. And they both have a little bit of a different perspective on driving. So let's go ahead and watch some of that. I'll get reduced down here to the corner so that I can still make some comments, but this will give you some idea of what some of these guys think about truck driving. So let's first go to Ernie, okay? Come on, Ernie, talk to us. Ernie. Okay, so things don't always go just perfect. So let's find out why not. Go back to me. Now let's go to Ernie.
What's your name?
Ernie.
Ernie.
There we go. That's better.
I was asking you if you'd just answer a few questions on video for me about truck driving. So the first thing you said was long hours.
Long, lonely hours.
Yeah. So for someone who likes to be alone, that's great. Or I mean, keep in mind these are.
You don't mind being alone, and you don't mind working out, depending on if you drive a van or a flatbed. Yeah, but if you don't mind being alone, it's great.
Okay. So tell me some of the positive sides, and then tell me some of the things you didn't like a lot. So tell me a few of the positive.
Ernie was a cool cat.
Positive things is you get to run all 48 states and see different parts of the country. The worst thing is pretty much being alone, unless you don't mind that. But
how long you been driving?
8 years.
Oh, great. If someone right now is making $8 an hour, but they can make $14 or $15 an hour, that's a big difference for them.
Well, yeah. I mean, running the road. It's basically cents per mile, and you can make some money if you do long runs.
Different companies are paying different ways.
They want you to have over-the-road experience and everything else.
Ford tractor trailer. Now, what
we have organizations that'll hire you vets without any experience.
Yeah. So and they're making $17, $18 an hour driving a dump truck.
Yeah,
so, at least.
Okay. Well, I just wanted just a few words from you about driving, but you're still driving, right?
I'm still driving. I'm on my own.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long was it between the time you started that you got your CDL until you owned your own rig?
7 years.
7 years for him, but I know people that have done it in 3. I know someone who has 2 trucks. After 3 years, they're making $100,000 a year.
Cool. Well, appreciate the comments. Thanks.
No problem.
So that was Ernie's, take on it, and what was not mentioned was that there's a lot of local driving jobs for you guys that have been at sea or have been in the shit out there in Afghanistan and Iraq, and you don't want to, be away from your family anymore, then there are a lot of local, there are just an unlimited amount of local jobs as well as over-the-road jobs with people like Pepsi-Cola and Coca-Cola and the express drivers, and there's just a lot of things that you can do. And that didn't even talk about driving the dump truck. And also, if you happen to go ahead and take the 5 weeks, additionally, we have a school that you can go to in 5 weeks and get your 5 certifications for heavy equipment. That way you have heavy equipment and you have your CDL, which is really a great place to be. Let's take a look at another interview. This is a pretty cool cat as well.
What's your name, brother?
Donald.
Yeah. Donald. And so you drive a truck because you just came up here. We were sitting here and you're like, I can't offload until midnight. So you're just hanging out here. So it's 5:30, right?
Yeah.
All right. So how long have you been driving a truck?
10 years.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you're doing 10 years later. You must like it. It's okay?
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
See, that's what we like to hear. You love it.
Yeah.
All righty.
He's cool.
So,
he's cool.
How'd you get started doing it? I mean, you just woke up one day and decided I'm going to drive a truck? Or?
No, you know what happened? when I was little, I had the Tonka toys, the Tonka trucks, and I used to practice backing between chairs and stuff with the Tonkas. And so I got into gardening, right? So I did gardening for 18 years, and so I was working for the junior college in DC, and so they had to downsize. So they offered me a little bit of money to retire to come out, right?
Right.
So I did that.
Now, so this is one of the things that we really want to know for our soldiers and Marines and all them who want to drive a truck. So tell me some of the good stuff about truck driving, and then we'll get to some of the stuff that you wish was different. So what's some of the good stuff?
Oh, just traveling, going from
That's a common
state to state.
That's common from truck drivers. Talk about how much they love traveling.
Raised in Washington D.C., right?
Uh-huh.
And I had never been anywhere but from D.C. to North Carolina and maybe New York. And then I got into truck driving, man. Then I done been from here to California, Texas. I done seen the Grand Canyon. I done seen the Blue Ridge. I done seen the Mississippi River. I done been up to Minnesota and
He's the coolest guy.
seen all the Great Lakes.
Just laid back.
I mean, just seeing all these wonders, God's creation.
Right,
Put it
right.
to you like that. And I'm not big on cities. I just love the natural landscape.
Right, right. Now, you drive by yourself or with somebody?
Yeah, I'm a solo driver.
Okay. Do you like driving by yourself more than with somebody?
Yes, because I'm selfish. I want myself to myself. I'm sorry about that. Because they try to get me to train, but I'm very particular. I love a nice, clean, neat car. And I keep it like that, man. I just like to be by myself.
Yeah. Now,
That's the
tell me
shopping
one or two
carts,
things
that's all that
might
noise.
make it a little bit tough for somebody if they're not used to it. What's kind of, what are the things that you wish were different about truck driving?
Sometimes my dispatcher don't get me home when they supposed to.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's about the only thing I don't like about it.
It's about the only thing I don't like.
I wouldn't recommend a married man with family to be over the road. I mean, if you got to have a really stable relationship, because I hear a lot of truck driver stories about the wives and
Right.
the family life and stuff like that.
So it's sort of like a.
So remember, there's a lot of
sailor,
local
you're
jobs
gone,
that you can get, folks. There's a
you
lot of
gotta
local
be-
jobs.
You got to be strong so things stay strong while you're gone.
And your family has to be strong.
That's
your
for
wife
over the road.
definitely has to be strong. So but it can work.
Right.
But you have to get that understanding.
Sure.
You have to.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you talking to us about truck driving.
So that's what he had to say about it, and it's a great way to get yourself back in the market if you're not in the market, or if you're transitioning and you want something to do for a while to earn some good money before you decide where you want to land with yourself and your family. So truck driving is a great way to go. Getting that CDL, if you get that Class A CDL and you keep renewing it, you'll have it the rest of your life, and it's fantastic. So let's get you plugged in. We have an easy way for you to get information. If you're watching this, you can just take your cell phone. Where is my cell phone? You can just take your cell phone and right up here where it says text the word trucker to the number 41411. Just text the word trucker to 41411, and boom, right there in your phone, you'll get the link. You click on that link, and it's going to take you right to an application that you can fill out that doesn't obligate you in anything, but it starts getting you information. You get some phone calls, and it just gets the process moving for you. And if you're not military, if you're a civilian, when you get that link into your cell phone, it'll give you a place to click so that even as a civilian, you can get some more information too. Yes, we are veterans and we serve veterans in our Troops of Truckers program across the country, and especially here in Richmond. We've got a great school here in Richmond for you. But go ahead and text that or or go to that website And I'm sorry Rob isn't here. I enjoy doing this with Rob. That's why it says Lance and Rob, but Rob's not with me today. But that gives you an idea, a couple interviews, tells you a little bit about truck driving. Go to the website. You can just send us a quick message if you want to ask some questions. But getting your CDL, and also there's a 5-week course, gives you 5 certifications for heavy equipment operation. When you have your CDL and you have your heavy equipment, you put those together, those employers love you because you can drive the equipment. You can load the equipment onto a dump truck, onto a flatbed, and pull with a dump truck or a road tractor. And so you're able to move your equipment to and from the site as well as operate it. So those are 2 great certifications to have together, and we've got all the schools for that. So go ahead and text Trucker to 41411 or go to Troops to Truckers. And we're excited to see how we can help you out as you move forward in your transitional process. So thank you for your service, and we'll see you on the inside.